Well, hello again. Today we're probably going to do a forest scene on a 16 by 20 canvas, pre-stretched. So let's get started. We got some yellow loaded on the brush, and we're just going to say the sky is not going to be that important. So we're just going to be covered up by trees anyways. That's just an indication of sunlight coming through. And just let that blend off, and that's probably all I'm going to do with the sky. See, next, with the canvas covered and just a little bit of yellow, I'm going to take and make some light green for some bushes. So go into some white, a little bit of and we're just gonna go do something different today. Just gonna make some little indication of some little bushes right here using the filbert brush, excuse me. I want to soften up the bottoms. It was coming, just blend it out. Next, I'm going to take a darker color and just go all around here and just fill this all up with shrubbery and trees and bushes. So we're going to take some pure sap green . Maybe we'll start right up in here and just use the same brush strokes as before. Probably just make layers and layers, and just go something like this. These are just indications. Take and reload my brush. I'm going to add maybe some blue to that. So we got sap green and blue. Then we're going to go a little bit darker. I'm just going to start now tapping it since it's coming closer. Start making some indication of some little leaves, and I'm going to fill this off camera and I'll be right back with you. Off camera, I just went ahead and filled in all this with just some foliage and everything. Next, I'm going to highlight these areas with some highlight. The sun's coming from here. It's going to be hidden all up in here, so let's do that. I'm going to take some yellow on my filbert brush, come up in here, and it's going to make maybe some indication of some highlights. All right here, and go a little brighter. May add some white to that. I'm just stamping in highlights and making all kinds of little details. Like right now you can see all the little detail and all kinds of little actions happening in that. You got dark shadows right here. I'm going to leave those, and so far we got something like that. I'm going to take some more highlights. We're not going to do every little leaf or just indications of highlight. This right up in here, and then give you a little close-up. Something like that, then we'll start proceeding with the painting and coming in, just start working in this area. I'm just going to take some black, blue, and green. I'm just going to come up in here and just fill all this up. This needs some dark color, so that way we have shadows. Go into some straight black. I'm just going to fill this up. Doesn't look like much now, but let's see what happens toward the end. Next, maybe right over in here, we're going to start having some big trees coming in. So I'm going to take my filbert brush into some black. And it's probably going to come up right here and have something that goes. Looks pretty nice. I think I'll have one over here. So, reload my brush. Make sure it's flat and sharpened. Come right over in here. Let's see. Maybe this goes off the canvas, or around the canvas, and this goes off. I'm going to fill this other side with a big tree. Okay, I just put in some trees. Next we're just going to work down here and put some grassy areas and see what we come up with. I maybe might add more trees. Forgot to put some branches hanging off those trees, so let me get the old script liner out. Try to make it sharp and come right up in here. Yeah, this is not the best script liner. I'll probably have to buy another one, but make some indication of some little branches and little things that are just happening. Come over to this side. What I'm doing is just turning the brush a purple right there. Let's see what we can step back and see what we got. Well, it looks pretty good already. Next we'll start working in this area. I'm just gonna blend these trees into the ground. Set them into the ground. I know the paint's breaking, but that's okay. It's showing the canvas, but it's going to make a little effect when I take a 2-inch brush through there. And I'm going to go into some yellow. And I'm going to come up in here and just go something like make some little bright spots. Next I'll just fill this up with some more grassy areas. Instead of using the big 2-inch brush, I'm going to use the palette knife to drop in some highlights on the ground. So I'm just going to go right up in here and just make a line, and this, it's probably a slow method, but see, we have a fine line of grass right there. I'm going to reload the knife. Time I'm going to add some more. There's some Indian yellow in there. Just going to go right up in here. It's going to just tap. Step back, and it's already looking nice. Off camera, I'm going to fill this up, and I'll be right back. Right up in here, I'm going to put a big tree that's just sitting in the grass. So it's going to, so I can push those other trees kind of back. It's going to go I'm just going to shape it. So far, so good. Right up in here is going to be bright. All the sunlight's hitting. Take some yellow. Drop in some more of that grass with a palette knife. And over here, this tap shadows are going to be over there. So far we got something like that. Next, I'm going to fill this area with bright grass and darken this side. Next, I'm just going to gently soften this area. It's all this grass and just kind of smoothing it out. Not too much though. That looks nice. We're almost to have a completed painting. Next, I'm going to put some leaf indications like I did already here. So I'm just going to go up here and just move the brush around or just stamp in leaves. You don't have to do every branch. You could just leave the sunlight out. Just something like that. Or you could just go fill them in just like something like so. Reload my brush to that green and all kinds of beautiful indications of little leaves. So far we got something like so. Next I'm going to indicate a little sun ray coming through the trees. So we're just going to go right up in here. Be careful. And just like that. And I'm just going to reload my brush. Maybe there's one coming like that. It's kind of distorted it, but we'll clean that. We'll clean that up. I added a tree off camera. Now the light is hitting off over here, and I'm gonna put some leaves to reflect the light. So I'm just gonna go into some yellow and some white. I'm just gonna come right up in here and just some start highlighting this tree, but the sun's hitting the leaves on it. Just gonna reload my brush. Step back, see what we got. Yeah, that's nice. Just gonna we got something like that. Next, right up in here, I'm gonna take my filbert brush and just make like a little indication or maybe a little path. Something like so. Let's step up back and see what we got. Looks very nice. Next, I'm gonna come up in here and put like just a tree trunk. That's just half of a tree trunk. This is right here. Hope you can see that. Reload my brush. Some of that green. And I'll highlight that little tree trunk. But so far we got this. Next I'm going to highlight this area a little bit, and the sun's playing off over here. So I'm going to take some maybe some yellow. And drop in a little indication of some grass. It's a nice little touch right there. And maybe some little things right here. And last, I'm going to add some shadows under here. And just add some more contrast so that light will pop out even more. Right in here, I'm just going to add just a little bit of different colored grass, and maybe right up in here. And last, we're going to sign that. I'm going to take some red, and I'm going to sign this painting. I hope you enjoyed this painting as much as I enjoyed painting it for you. Here's the end result. This painting will be on auction on eBay. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be glad to do more paintings for you. And if you have any requests about a painting that you want done, just leave any comments below. Thanks. Bye-bye.